Oh, hello there, dearies. Come sit next to me. I've got a story to tell you. Now, I'm 80 years old, and my eyesight isn't what it used to be. I used to read those tiny romance novel fonts without glasses, but now, well, let's just say I'm on a first name basis with my magnifying glass. But let me tell you about a little miracle that's been helping these old eyes of mine. A tiny berry called the bilberry. It's like nature's gift for folks like me who want to keep seeing the faces of their loved ones clearly. Grandpa used to tease me about my berry obsession, saying, "You're just eating those because you think they'll make you young again." And I told him, "Well, you're lucky these bilberries are good for my eyesight, or I might not notice you leaving your socks everywhere." Jokes aside, bilberries have been around for ages, and they're packed with these amazing things called anthocyanins. Scientists say they're antioxidants, but I just call them the little helpers keeping my eyes from completely giving up on me. Let's dive into how these tiny fruits can work wonders for your eyesight, and maybe even help with glaucoma. Now, let me tell you why bilberries are like tiny superheroes for your eyes. They're packed with something called anthocyanins. That's just a fancy word for the stuff that gives them their deep, dark purple color. And boy, do those anthocyanins work hard. You see, these little antioxidants are like the cleanup crew for your eyes. As we get older, our bodies don't fight off the bad guys, those pesky free radicals, as well as they used to. And free radicals? They're like the nosy neighbors causing chaos in your body, especially in your eyes. But bilberries? They come in and neutralize those troublemakers before they can do too much damage. Grandpa says bilberries can't possibly work better than his so-called miracle carrot juice, but I told him, "Honey, if carrots were so miraculous, why do bunnies still wear glasses?" That shut him up real quick. Back to the bilberries. They're also known for improving something called retinal circulation. That's the blood flow to the back of your eye, where all the magic of seeing happens. When your retina gets plenty of oxygen and nutrients, it can keep working its hardest, even when your age keeps creeping up on you. And then there's night vision. Oh, the stories I could tell about trying to navigate our living room in the dark. Have you ever tripped over a grandkid's toy truck? I have, and let me tell you, it's no fun. But after I started incorporating bilberries into my diet, I noticed I wasn't fumbling around as much at night. They really do help your eyes adjust better in dim light. If you're wondering how bilberries can make such a difference, let me give you a little science lesson, grandma style. When you eat bilberries or take a bilberry supplement, those anthocyanins help strengthen the blood vessels in your eyes. Healthy blood vessels mean less strain on your retina and a lower chance of developing certain eye diseases. And let's not forget that bilberries are also wonderful for keeping your vision sharp as a tack. I'm no doctor, but some studies suggest that bilberries might help slow down conditions like macular degeneration, which is one of the main reasons older folks like me start losing their central vision. So, my dear ones, whether you're young or old, these berries are a blessing. They're nature's way of giving our eyes a little extra love. Just don't tell Grandpa. They're so good for vision that I'm starting to notice how crooked his haircuts are. Now, dearies, let's talk about something that's a little more serious, glaucoma. It's like a sneaky thief that tries to steal your vision. Glaucoma happens when the pressure in your eyes gets too high and starts to damage the optic nerve. That's the nerve that sends all the pictures from your eyes to your brain, like the photographer of your life. Now, Grandpa likes to joke that he's under more pressure than my eyes because I keep asking him to fix the leaky faucet. But trust me, eye pressure is no laughing matter. That's where bilberries might come to the rescue. You see, bilberries aren't just good for overall eye health. They've also been shown to help manage something called intraocular pressure. That's the fancy name for the pressure inside your eyes. Some studies suggest that the antioxidants in bilberries might help reduce this pressure, giving your optic nerve a little breathing room. And let me tell you, there's more good news. Bilberries don't just reduce pressure, they also improve blood flow to the optic nerve. Think of it like a garden hose watering your favorite flowers. When the blood flow is strong, the optic nerve gets all the nutrients and oxygen it needs to stay healthy. Now, Grandpa likes to say, "What about my coffee? Doesn't that help my blood flow?" And I say, "Sure, honey, but coffee won't save your eyesight. Plus, you drink it so strong it could probably peel paint off the walls." Back to the science, one study I came across involved people with normal tension glaucoma. That's a type of glaucoma where the pressure isn't super high, but the optic nerve still gets damaged. Folks who took bilberry supplements in that study had better visual function over time compared to those who didn't. It's not a miracle cure, but it's a step in the right direction. What makes bilberries extra special is that they're natural. Sure, there are eye drops and surgeries that can help with glaucoma, but wouldn't it be nice to give your eyes a little support from something as simple as a berry? Of course, I wouldn't be a responsible grandma if I didn't tell you to talk to your doctor first. Glaucoma is serious business, and bilberries work best as part of a larger plan, not the whole solution. So, my advice? Add some bilberries to your life, whether it's through fresh fruit, a nice cup of bilberry tea, or those handy supplements. Your eyes will thank you, and who knows, you might even notice Grandpa's bad habits a little more clearly, like how he never puts the toilet seat down. Now, sugar, I know what you're thinking. How do I actually use these magical little berries every day? Don't you worry. Grandma's got you covered. There are so many ways to enjoy bilberries that you'll never get bored. Plus, they're so good for your health that it's worth the effort to make them part of your daily life. Let's start with the simplest option, eating them fresh. If you're lucky enough to find fresh bilberries at a farmer's market or specialty store, grab them. You can snack on them as is or sprinkle them over your cereal or yogurt. I sometimes mix them into my oatmeal in the morning. Grandpa says oatmeal tastes like cardboard, but I tell him, "That's why I add bilberries, honey. It's nature's way of making boring food exciting." If fresh bilberries aren't available, the frozen ones are just as good. I always keep a bag in the freezer. They're perfect for tossing into smoothies or baking into muffins. Just don't let Grandpa know where I hide them, or he'll eat them straight out of the freezer like a dessert. Speaking of baking, bilberries are fantastic in pies, tarts, and pancakes. I once made bilberry pancakes for the grandkids, and they called them magic pancakes because of the purple color. And you know what? They weren't wrong. Those pancakes were packed with antioxidants and love. But let's say you're not much of a cook. That's okay. You can still enjoy bilberries in the form of tea. Oh, how I love a warm cup of bilberry tea in the evening. It's soothing, delicious, and does wonders for your eyes. Grandpa calls it my berry potion, and I tell him, "Well, it's working. I can still see you sneaking cookies after dinner." Now, if you're looking for something a little more convenient, bilberry supplements are an excellent option. They come in capsules, powders, or liquid extracts. I take a bilberry capsule every morning with my vitamins. It's quick, easy, and ensures I'm getting a consistent dose of those wonderful anthocyanins. When choosing a supplement, look for one that's high quality and standardized to contain at least 25% anthocyanins. That way, you know you're getting the good stuff. For the more adventurous folks, bilberry powder is a versatile option. You can mix it into your smoothies, stir it into yogurt, or even add it to baked goods. One time, I snuck some into Grandpa's banana bread, and he said it was the best he'd ever had. Little did he know, it was a stealthy way to boost his eye health. Oh, and I can't forget jam. Bilberry jam is a treat. Spread it on your morning toast or use it as a filling for pastries. Just don't go overboard. Too much sugar might cancel out some of the health benefits. Now, let me give you a little tip. Consistency is key. Eating bilberries once in a blue moon won't do much for your eyes. Make them a regular part of your routine, and over time, you'll start to notice the benefits. And remember, dearies, you don't have to do it all. Pick one or two ways to enjoy bilberries and stick with it. With so many options, there's no excuse not to give these little berries a try. Whether you're sipping on bilberry tea, enjoying a fresh handful, or popping a capsule, your eyes will thank you, and so will your taste buds. Well, my dearies, we've reached the end of our little chat about bilberries. I hope you've learned a thing or two about these tiny but mighty fruits. They're not just delicious, they're nature's way of giving your eyes a helping hand. Whether it's reducing eye strain, improving night vision, or even helping with glaucoma, bilberries are a true blessing. Now, Grandpa might tease me about my bilberry obsession, but deep down, he knows they're doing me good. And don't forget, you don't have to eat them plain. There are so many ways to enjoy bilberries, from pancakes to tea to supplements. But here's the most important thing, my loves. Take care of your eyes. They let you see the smiles of your grandkids, the beauty of a sunrise, and yes, even Grandpa's silly grin when he thinks he's gotten away with something. So go ahead and give bilberries a try. Your future self and your eyes will thank you. And who knows, maybe you'll start seeing the world a little more clearly, just like I have. Now, time for a cup of bilberry tea. Well, my dearies, we've reached the end of our little chat about bilberries. I hope you've learned a thing or two about these tiny but mighty fruits. They're not just delicious, they're nature's way of giving your eyes a helping hand. Whether it's reducing eye strain, improving night vision, or even helping with glaucoma, bilberries are a true blessing. Now, Grandpa might tease me about my bilberry obsession, but deep down, he knows they're doing me good. After all, I can still spot his sock collection on the floor from across the room. And don't forget, you don't have to eat them plain. There are so many ways to enjoy bilberries, from pancakes to tea to supplements. Oh, and before I let you go, Grandpa wanted me to remind you about something. In our next video, he's planning to talk all about boosting testosterone. He says he's got a few tips and tricks to share, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around. You wouldn't want to miss his shenanigans, trust me. Take care of those eyes, loves, and I'll see you again soon. Clear as day, thanks to my bilberries. Now, time for a cup of bilberry tea.